I've been using the iPads now for 7 or 8 years since we brought them in, and it's actually gone from strength to strength to the extent now that I'm not writing on a whiteboard. Everything is just purely done straight onto the iPad. The flipped learning has worked really, really well, and alongside the synchronous and asynchronous stuff that we were doing during lockdown, because we were able to construct the lessons using videos. The videos were generally produced using PowerPoint Recorder, depending on what app you were doing or what function you were using at the time, alongside something called Screen Recorder Pro, and then uploaded into Streams, and then from Streams they integrate very nicely into OneNote because of obviously the SharePoint background with everything.
Our teachers sent us pre-recorded videos of what we would have learnt in lessons, and we filled in the notes of what they sent us.
And we created big revision sources and made our own Spark videos and annotated work on OneNote. We did a few required practicals, and we used an external source on the internet, and we did it. We're not physically doing it, but doing it on the web, and then we could still do the practical, but without actually doing it in the classroom.
The fact that I was able to come into school and film some of those practicals has been beneficial. So that's again something that we've used these devices for. We've actually filmed the required practicals and then built those into our lessons, and again that is now built into OneNote. So the OneNote for the GCSE and for the A level is now a built-in OneNote that all of the teachers that use that with our systems that we've got in seriously changed my teaching in the last 12 months as OneNote. A lot of the Year 11s were in exactly the right position. We taught everything that we needed to be when they came back. They had finished the content, we had no content that was missing, and we have a massive uptake at A-level next year for A-level chemistry because the course is there and it was completed. They all have said very much that they like the videos because they can come back and forward to those. They don't have to necessarily go at the same pace as everybody else. They can go ahead, they can slow down. And in the run-up to the mock that we did in December, the students were much more prepared than they have been in previous years, and they actually scored much more highly. But because it was on OneNote, it's dead easy to use the student review tool to just go back through and check what each one of those students are doing. You don't have to spend a huge amount of time on there, you can just quickly go through. They help you communicate and help you get that conversation going. And if you can get them to get that conversation going, their confidence goes up. And if their confidence goes up, their results go up.
During lockdown, we used a combination of Teams for the live lessons and then OneNote for the notes as well.
During lockdown, we would get red pen on our work, so we'd upload our work, then it would get red penned, and then we'd do green pen on top of it, and because it would sync between the teacher and us.
Using the iPad is basically all I have in my bag these days because I can access everything I need to. The students' work is all on there. Even if they're working in an exercise book, they just can upload images straight into OneNote. I've got a device where I can communicate with those students through emails, through various other things. One of the things that the students do really well these days is they will email me and I'll just say, right, I'll see you in OneNote, and then we can have a written conversation in OneNote where they can say, this is the bit I'm stuck with, what am I missing, and I can write on there. And now some of the sixth form students are using their screen recorders on their iPad to actually record that conversation so that they have got me working through that model example on their notes for real time, and they can store that and then come back and look at that at a later date. So for me, that has been a real game changer, is embedding OneNote within my lessons.